Hey guys, welcome to the new week. I'm going to keep this short just because it's Father's Day, my first, and I want to spend some time with my child as opposed to sitting here talking to you guys via computer. Since it is Father's Day, I figured that I would go through a couple things that my dad taught me while I was growing up. So Dad, if you're watching this, I hope you enjoy it. One of the things my dad taught me was that I always need to carry cash on me. He's a big advocate of not having a debit card or anything like that, and I'll be pretty surprised when he does start carrying it and using that frequently. But I don't know if that's a generational thing or what, but he always, he was always saying we'll carry cash just in case. And that's actually saved me more times than not, just because there's these random places that don't take debit cards or something like that. I mean, they're still out there. They're one in a million, but they're out there kind of thing. Another thing that my dad taught me was the difference in there, and there. All those times that I correct people online and get frustrated with people, it's because of my dad. He instilled that I know that difference, and I actually remember that day, and so it's been stuck in my head ever since. Another lesson would be that you do not touch Dad's car. Absolutely not. You don't ride your bike near it, you don't skate near it, you don't do anything near Dad's car. Why? Because you will hit it with something. And on that same note, I also learned from him that it's better to have a few nice things than a lot of crappy things. Do you want to pay for your car all now kind of thing? Spend $5,000, $6,000, $8,000 on a car now, or pay $2,000 for the car now, and then over the next 3 or 4 years, pay that difference up to that $8,000 mark because you bought a really crappy car and it's falling apart. I also learned the importance of grades, basically because I got really cruddy grades in school, and my dad would pretty much ride me for that. It wasn't until recently that I really figured out why, and it's not because he's like, I want my child to look their best kind of thing and I can brag on them, or it's just a terrible thing if they don't make good grades or something like that. But he was just trying to set me up for the future, so that my future would be the best that it could be. For some reason that involved me reading Shakespeare and all this kind of stuff, but it wasn't the fact of what I was reading, it was the fact of getting it done and doing the right thing, and making the right decision to do that work, because that was what was required. And if I couldn't get it right in school, there's no way I was going to get it right in the work environment. But one of the most important things that my dad taught me, I guess, is just to be there for my family. Whether that's financially, whether that's physically, whatever, being there is the most important thing. My dad worked long hours when I was growing up. Like, he was gone before I got up for school. He would get back around 6:30-ish. So, I mean, that's 12 hours out. But because of that, we were able to have what we had. For a long time, my mom stayed at home and took care of us. Look how great we turned out. But because of those long hours and because of his dedication to work, whether he wanted to work there or not, which I can guarantee you he didn't want to, but he stuck with it because he loved us and because he knew that as a family we needed to be supported. He always instilled that in me, that you need to be there and make sure that you can support your family whether you like your job or not. Fortunately, right now I do. I really enjoy my job. But that's it for now. So I'm going to get out of here and go spend some time with my daughter, who's probably waking up from her nap right now. I also learned about the finger of steel, which basically means that when you're in trouble, it's going to come right at your shoulder. And it's going to hurt. Caitlin will learn all about that.